It is a Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be on the breaking news show, which means that over the next 1 hour, we're going to be bringing you breaking news stories from across the country. Our first story actually comes to us from outside the United States, where Rahul Gandhi, the Congress leader, is, as we speak, on a three-city tour. Now, as we speak, he is in Stanford University, which is, you might remember, located in Palo Alto in California. While there, he's hit back at the center in a series of comments. We'll read them out to you and then we'll actually share with you what he had to say. First, the quote itself. He said, "I've not sought any intervention from foreign countries into India. I am here to speak to the students. I want to have a relationship with them. It is my right. I don't understand why the Prime Minister doesn't do such things. Our fight is our fight. I never sought any support from any foreign country." We'll play out those bites for you in just a second. Let's go over to my colleague Shireen first for more context. Shireen, the history here is obvious. We remember a few months ago there was controversy on comments that Rahul Gandhi had made, where the BJP said that he was seeking foreign intervention, and Gandhi and the Congress argued that they were doing no such thing. In fact, they argued that the comments were being misinterpreted. Can you, Shireen, take us to what those comments were, when they were made, and then can you tell us more about this most recent set of comments?
Well, this particular visit of Rahul Gandhi just few months back when he was in Cambridge University, there, of course, he had in fact stated out some of the issues in the country, where he has said that the one of the largest democracy in the country is in danger, the minorities are in danger. And accordingly, we have seen the criticism that has come at that point from the BJP, saying that why is it that Rahul Gandhi, who at that point was a member of parliament, going outside the country and criticizing the country and trying to gain sympathy and help from the foreign countries. Now, today, in fact, we are seeing that Rahul Gandhi, who was in Stanford University, while giving a speech there, while speaking to the students there, given a sort of a clarification where he's in fact saying that he has never sought any sort of intervention or support from the foreign countries. In fact, he went on to say that our fight, whatever fight we are fighting in the country is our fight. And just because there are, few students, Indian students here, and that is the kind of relationship he wants to have with Indian diaspora in several other countries. And that is why he comes and talks about what is really happening in the country. But he has not sought any foreign intervention or any support from any country. And he also, takes a jibe at the Prime Minister, saying that I am surprised that why the Prime Minister doesn't do such things. Why doesn't he come to countries and speak to students or Indian citizens? Why doesn't he take their questions? Some hard-hitting questions should be taken by the Prime Minister. So sort of a clarification at this point that is coming in from Rahul Gandhi, where we have seen how the BJP has been criticizing, saying that Rahul Gandhi is defaming the country, going outside, seeking foreign help. But now a clarification from Rahul Gandhi has come that he has never sought any sort of support from the foreign countries. And speaking to the Indian students, speaking to the Indian diaspora is his right, and he will continue to do so, is what the statement is.
Okay, just stay with us, Shireen. I want to now play out for our audiences exactly what it is that Gandhi had to say. Then we'll come back to you.
Between the ruling party and the opposition in other democracies, we hardly ever see the opposition seeking international support outside the foreign ministry. You've gone rogue in some respects.
No, I'm not seeking support from anybody. I'm very clear that our fight is our fight. But no, I'm not seeking support from anybody. But there is a group of young students from India here, and I want to have a relationship with them and I want to talk to them. I think it's my right to do it. I don't understand why the Prime Minister doesn't come here and do it.
Prime Minister Modi, you're welcome at Stanford anytime. You're welcome. You've been fortunate to have
answer some hard questions.
Okay, let's go back to my colleague Shireen. Now, Shireen, there's obviously context here that I'd love if you could share with our audiences. Can you tell us what was the previous set of comments that Gandhi made that the BJP targeted him for, where the BJP had said he is seeking foreign intervention? What were those comments, word for word, and how did the Congress later defend them?
Well, there are a number of statements that were made by Rahul Gandhi, starting from the COVID situation, how they were mishandled by the Indian government, how, during the second wave, how the people really suffered during COVID pandemic. Apart from that, he also spoke about how the democracy is in danger, how no voice of dissent is appreciated or accepted by the government. And he said that the biggest democracy in the world is in danger. So when such kind of comments were in fact made at Cambridge University, it didn't really go out well with the BJP government, because they have been saying that as a member of parliament, because if you remember when he was making the speech in Cambridge University, at that point of time he was an MP from Wayanad, and there was a lot of criticism that came towards him, saying that why is he's going outside, defaming the country, making such comments and trying to, seeking intervention from the foreign countries. So apart from that, he also spoke about how the minorities are in danger, how people from the tribal community, from the Muslim community are in danger in the country. Similar comments have been made in this tour as well, where yesterday he spoke about how the the country is not really a fair country.
Shireen, can I just ask you to stay with us? We have Tom Vadakkan from the BJP. Mr. Vadakkan, thank you for joining us this morning on CNN News 18. Mr. Vadakkan, Rahul Gandhi here making another set of comments. I believe we actually spoke to you yesterday around his previous set of comments that he'd made. He's obviously on a 3-city tour right now of the United States. Some of the comments he's making are raking up controversy with the BJP. So how do you respond to this particular set of comments? I'll then ask you further questions.
Somebody like Manishankar Iyer goes on television and asks the Pakistani establishment to remove this government. Manishankar is still in the party. There are various such leaders who have asked for interventions. Is there any disciplinary action taken against them? Clearly, these are high command instructions. And if he says he is not asked for intervention, what is he talking about? That India is weak? There's no democracy in India? What more does he want? He wants democratic democratic countries to intervene in India. We are a secular country. He's out on bail. He's a convict. He's been given a passport. That is the vibrant democracy that India has. And that will exist and continue to exist, despite his creating a bad sentiment against India. But that doesn't work. The reality is the economy is booming and there is peace all over. There's development happening, and today we are one of the 5th largest economies in the world. And then he goes around defaming and he says he's not asking for intervention. What is he doing there? Is that his constituency? He says Prime Minister is not meeting students. He's mistaken. Prime Minister is meeting with every person who wants to meet him. Whether it's students, whether it is the NRIs, NRIs of that country.
Sir, but I do want to understand from you, when you say that Rahul Gandhi shouldn't be going abroad, he shouldn't be in, for example, to quote you right now, he shouldn't be there at all, it's not his constituency. I just want to understand, sir, the Prime Minister, as we both know, at one point when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, it's well documented that he did make comments that were critical of the Congress government at the time. So when the Congress brings that up, because that is what they bring up when we bring up what the BJP has to say, so to that, it feels often as if the BJP says, no, those comments were all right. Why is the BJP able to make that exception for the Prime Minister?
This was no exception. This was a happening situation in this country. And that was the grift that the Prime Minister was expressing. And this was not about upsetting the Congress establishment. And they managed to get his visa stopped by the US government. They brought pressure on it. Here, this man is convicted. He is on bail. He's got a passport. And that's the vibrant democracy that we practice in India.